This is a quick video about providing as much context as possible for an open job role in Canada. It's for a senior customer engineering position. It's on the Azure Customer Experience team at Microsoft. The goal is to be thorough yet brief in explaining this job role. This role is multifaceted. The next slide will introduce you to the opening itself and some of the preferred competencies. After that, if you're curious, you can see the next slide, which explains the overall role of the FastTrack team within Azure Engineering. Before talking about the FastTrack team itself, let's talk about the position on the team. This is a position for a senior customer engineer. It is based in Canada, and therefore being bilingual in French and English is desirable, although not strictly required. Here in the upper right, you can see the link. It explains some of the expectations for the role to be part of the Customer Experience Engineering team. The Customer Experience team is one of the fastest growing teams within Azure. To explain a little bit more about the role, you are essentially working directly with both large enterprise customers as well as the customer Azure product groups. These engagements with customers are not permanent. They can last anywhere from 1 to several weeks. If you notice this section in green, this is among the core competencies for the role. Key aspect of this role is to learn from your successful projects and drive future product enhancements based on customer feedback and learnings. Those interested in the role will dive deep into governance, security and management, as well as growing skills in scalability, business continuity, and disaster recovery. Security and management is fundamental to all the projects. It's table stakes. Please note that in the list below, these are preferred competencies. We realize that it's not possible to be deep in all of these areas. The goal here is for the applicant to look at what the list of preferred competencies are and hopefully identify some key areas that resonate. As with any role on an engineering team, strong communication skills are expected and valued at all levels. If you look at the 6 categories below, you'll notice that in the first category we're talking about scripting, automation, things of that nature. In the second section we're talking about operating systems as well as the migration of virtualized environments like VMware. And as discussed earlier, there's a bunch of stuff around communication that's important. And here for the last 3 categories, there's a bunch of useful information there around overall cloud skills that are useful for the role. This next section is about the bigger picture of the FastTrack team. It's about how the FastTrack team works with the Azure product groups to introduce new preview features to the world. The FastTrack team is part of the Customer Experience team, but that was omitted for brevity. Here in the illustration, you can see the Azure product groups. The Azure FastTrack team is tightly aligned with the product groups, also known as the PG. It is the PG that builds new features into Azure. As most everybody knows, these new features are introduced to the world as preview features. It's the FastTrack engineering team that takes these preview features and gets them integrated with the customer. But there's another interesting aspect of the role of a FastTrack engineer. It's the fact that a FastTrack engineer is in a unique position to witness exactly how customers work with the platform, and therefore they can relay that back to the product group as product feedback. That's it for this video. Thank you for your interest and the time you spent to watch this video.